8:30?
Yeah, at the latest. Okay, there's a great shot of my stomach. Whatever else we got going on. Oh, we got this turned down because that's going to echo. Oh, there we go. Okay, perfect. Hey guys, how's it going? What's up, everybody? How are you today? So I'm painting some wheels. I need my glasses. So sort of not, Nathan. So long story short, the other day we were coming home and we just heard this terrible, like, screeching, knocking noise. Not knocking, but like metal on metal banging noise. And so I knew it was bad. And I thought maybe the screeching meant it was a bearing. Well, so I tore it apart, and it turns out the bearings are fine. They're actually really good. Um, what it was is the trailer brake head basically exploded. The two of the springs that held one of the uh, I don't know, pads. Not pads is not what the word I'm looking for there. On a drum brake, the thing that the pads go on, um, had broken basically, and so that was grinding on the inside of the hub or the drum, I guess. And anyway, so I took the parts that were broken and I went to the parts store, and it turns out that by the time I bought all the parts for both sides to fix what needed fixed, because we took the other side apart, and guess what? It was the same thing hadn't happened, but it was basically about to happen. The springs were gone, or were bad. The pads were toast. I mean, they just needed replaced. So it was easier just to get a kit and do the whole thing. Just put the whole assembly on in one piece on each side. I'm like, okay, great, that'll be quicker and easier anyway. So I did that, and the one side went perfect, went super easy. The other side, the bolts, I don't know, the lugs were incredibly tight for some reason. And I think the last time that trailer got worked on, not by me, whoever worked on it had used the impact. I think they just sent it when they put them on there and just tightened it down. Anyway, so I've got my big breaker bar out and I'm trying to get the lug nuts off, and one of the lug nuts just snaps and goes flying, or one of the studs, I guess, not the nut, the lug stud. And then turns out no place in town had the size I needed, and so I went to a town 30 miles away, which is my next option, and nobody had them there either. But there was a place there that could order the size I needed. So anyway, had to wait for those to come in Saturday, which they did, and by the time I got them and got back to town, I'd already had a busy day planned, so it was late. I didn't get a chance to work on them. Anyway, started working on it today, and I got everything put together, and I was putting the rear seal that goes on the hub back in. And for whatever reason, when I went to tap it in with my rubber mallet, it just like bent and tore. So now I got to go get a rear seal for that thing in the morning and see if I can't get it fixed. So been a great couple weeks here, days here. It's a brake shoe. That's exactly what it is. It's a brake shoe. I don't know why I couldn't make a brake shoe for nothing, but I couldn't. Like, that was just not coming to me. Anyway, I prefer disc brakes anyway over drum brakes because, well, there's just less to go wrong. But obviously on a trailer, you're not going to have disc brakes. I mean, I suppose you could do a disc brake kit on there, but that seems silly to me. Probably super expensive. Um, anyway, hopefully at some point tomorrow, it's all fixed and I can get to work. Fingers crossed, because it's been a heck of a week. Might help make hay this summer. That's cool. What's up, Bo? You think your tractor blew away? What? What's up, Everett? Oh, you didn't miss much. I was just talking about fixing a trailer today, which didn't go well. Cool farm scene right now. That's awesome, Brock. Cool. Got the lawn tractor stuck. Ugh. That's interesting, Tony. I just prefer disc. I don't know. They're just easier to work on. I mean, that's the bottom line. But anyway, we'll see. I was just glad that. I mean, I guess it wouldn't have mattered at that point if the bearing was bad, but I was glad the bearing wasn't bad. And but it's not like that's a big deal to replace once you've got it apart. Might need another 9R. Well, we can come up with another 9R there, Bo. I got one tore apart right now, actually. Oh, I think you have it. Now that I think about it, I think you've got the pieces of it. Hmm. Custom Farmers is working on a new display to take outside for photos. Nice. Outside photos are the best. I kind of wish I had that ability, but I really don't where I'm at. What's up, Kyle? So, which is fine. I mean, I've kind of got other ways. I've got some natural light down here, which helps big time. But yeah, outside's the way to go. You can get those cool kind of sunset pictures, and without kind of using some trickery. You might have remembered I did an Instagram picture of a sunset. We actually did that inside. We used a flash with a orange colored gel over it. It actually looked pretty cool, but that's the way it goes. Well, I've got plenty of them somewhere. I don't know. I mean, yeah, if I were gonna build a trailer, I would for sure put disc brakes on it. It was kind of funny because I mean I'm kind of dumb, I guess. I didn't think the trailer brake was working that well. We had a pretty decent load on, and I kind of said to the guy riding with me, I said, "This thing is not stopping like I think it should." And we had that problem last year, and it turned out it was a wiring issue. So that's what I thought it was again. I thought, oh, we've got, something's loose under the trailer because we take that trailer in some interesting spots sometimes, and so I just kind of assumed that's what it was, and I just assumed when I was checking the bearings I would find that. Well, turns out the brakes were just destroyed. So so you know, there you go. I've got a little rant here. I mean, not that I haven't been ranting for half hour already. So Ford Blue at Ace Hardware is not Ford Blue at Farm and Home Supply. It's not the same, even though it's the same. Um, so that's super annoying if you're trying to paint a Ford tractor like I am and run out of paint halfway through. Hey, nobody cares. Nobody cares about your weight. Seriously, nobody cares. I promise you. It's like the last thing we want to talk about on Sunday. What tractor should I get? Maybe a versatile 1150. I'd say a versatile 1150, Sawyer. I mean, that's what I would do. Did I see your mega episode? No, I haven't yet. I have not watched any videos basically this week at this point. So I got some catching up to do. I will. I mean, I definitely will catch it, but it's just been not been a good week. I've just about got done with work every night and went to bed, basically, or basically wanted to go to bed anyway. I did work on Dogtown just a little bit last night, and I'll show you guys that later. Uh, so you might be wondering why I'm painting the inside of this tractor because it's not really necessary. Just because I like it better when they're painted on the inside. I don't like to flip a tractor over and see janky paint. Oh, I lifted upstairs. I got a box from Fact Fox, and interestingly enough, I hadn't even paid for the shipping yet. They just sent it, and it's those new Wilrich disc chisels that I came up with. That I drew up. So I'm really excited about that, and I should have one down here working on it probably, but I get too much other stuff on the workbench right now to do that. So that's the way it goes. Can you stream on the 14th? That is my birthday. I tell you what, Everett, I will make a note of that, and if I can, I certainly will. 82 subs. Uh, I mean, I think what you should film, TMC, is I think you should film. You should just film yourself building some stuff. I think for the most part, that's what people want to see. Seems to be what everybody wants to see me doing. Building tractors, working on displays, etc., etc., etc. I mean, I think that's what you should do. That's my opinion. That's what I want to watch, to be honest with you. That's what I like to see. I like to see people creating. I was going to work on Dogtown tonight for you guys a little bit, and it turns out what I worked on yesterday is not quite dry yet, so that's not going to happen. But I'll show you guys Dogtown in a little while, I promise. Definitely some serious progress has been made. What's up, Cameron? I got an Anycubic Photon yesterday. Very nice, Sawyer. Very nice. I had a John Deere sprayer, but I customized it into a Case IH one. It actually came out really cool. I kind of like to see that, Brock. That's cool. When are you going to do a 900 series Challenger? It's kind of funny you mentioned that, actually. Um, so I actually just bought the other day anyway from a buddy of mine a couple donor tractors for that exact Challenger, and this is going to shock no one after seeing my Massey track tractor, but one of those is going to end up being Massey Red. So Everett has 17 subs. Everybody check out Everett's channel. Let's get him up more. Let's get him up on some subs. 2 more DCPs. Can't go wrong with that. It doesn't let me go live. It may not let you go live because of your age, Tay. I'm not for sure on that. I know there's some new rules they implemented. Yeah, Tony, we have to do that because I got to learn that technique. So we've got to do one of those, Tony, for sure. I have 1,000 subs. Yeah, yes, you have to have 1,000 subs to stream. That's exactly right. Yep. Oh well, happy birthday, Cameron. If it's a gift to you, I appreciate that. Appreciate you stopping by. Have you ever wanted to do a display of oddball equipment? Absolutely, Andrew. Absolutely, I have. One of my dream display ideas, and I may do it. I want to take it to a show. Is I want to do a specialty crop that I don't know that too many people have done, if anyone, and it's got a lot of oddball stuff on it. So I would use. I basically the only thing I would use that's sort of a name brand or well-known name would be it would have 2 John Deere tractors. Other than that, everything else would kind of be off-brand oddball stuff. So, thanks, Mudmower. Hope you're having a good night. You can't on mobile unless you have 1,000 subs. Okay. You're welcome, Everett. You can on PC. Oh, okay, there you go. Today is your birthday too, 9460R. That's awesome. Happy birthday. Oh my gosh, that's great. Yeah, I will, Tony. We'll get together. We'll figure something out because that would be cool. Um, I wanted to talk to you about sending you a couple of things too, kind of like what we talked about the other day or whenever the last time we talked. I don't know. This last couple of weeks have been so blurry. I don't even know anymore. 18 subs. Hey, awesome, Clayton. Let's everybody check out Clayton's channel. Make International. I mean, I love International. So I had a row track. I actually had two row track Case IH tractors tore apart, and I just kept. They're kind of a pain to do right, in my opinion. Anyway, I was just kind of looking around for them. I can't find them right now, so I don't know what I did with them. But I kind of want to do a road track on Dogtown, but I don't know for sure yet. Today I made a replica 164 display of the Nationals in my National shop, and I put a sprayer bar on one of those new John Deere sprayers. That's cool. Yeah, Donnie, we're gonna have Tony do the tutorial on the weathering because he's way better at that than me. I mean, I've done a couple weathering videos and they work. It's a different technique, but Tony's technique is like really cool for like kind of a dusty, grungy look, I think. So yeah, we're gonna try to figure out how to get him up on the YouTube channel here. Quick question, if I can ask you your opinion, what's a pair of 1/32 scale Big Bud 760 and 900s worth? Oh boy. Tim, I don't know off the top of my head. I imagine they're worth a fair amount of money, but I'll have to look into that. Good question. 856 in the works. Oh, I love the 856. I've got 7, I think, more farm videos soon. By the way, I build Greenlight and I deleted my videos. Oh well, I don't know. I don't delete videos usually. Can you make a Kinsey 1050 on tracks? There's actually a Kinsey 1050, I think, on tracks that SpecCast did years ago. So I probably wouldn't, just because it already exists. So already done with the 40 series. Okay. Start work on your first display. Awesome, Ed. That's cool. Do you have a versatile nearby you can show? You mean an 1150? Yeah, I'll come up with one. Give me a second. Let's see here. Oh, look at that. Open a drawer. I got my old man pants on today, by the way, guys, because I'm just chilling out down here. So you have to pardon the weirdness. Anyway, so this is weathered, but here is the versatile 1150. These are great tractors, super well detailed. I mean, obviously you can see mine's a bit weathered, a bit jankified. Now I put these tires on here from Chucky, so obviously they don't come with these tires. But I mean, these are I think one of the best. What would we call this? Factory made tractors in quite a long time. That's just my personal opinion, but for sure, I'm a fan of them. There were rumors a long time ago that they were going to do more in that series, but I think I don't know. Stuff happened. That's just the way it goes. Hey Garrett, the 9RT is well, you can see I haven't even cut it yet. I had to send Shapeaway like a thing because some of my I actually got one right here. Some of these came out awful, and so anyway, I'm waiting on new parts to show up basically before I really tear into that thing. I'm thinking about doing an Agco Alice 6690 up, same version. I have those are cool tractors. Those are really cool tractors. Where did you get that truck bed in front of you? This one? That is mine, actually. I 3D printed that. I think I put some of those up on my website. If not, I will. Now beware, the other bed that I put up on the website is just a super easy swap onto basically any truck. This one is not so much. Depending on the truck, let's see, what am I gonna do with these glasses right now? Depending on the truck, and you can see back here, there's quite a bit of grinding you've got to do in spots to get them to fit. But if you're customizing, if you're swapping beds, I'm pretty sure you're probably already aware of that and well capable of that, I would say. So anyway, here's the truck it's going on. This old Ford. But I got a ton of work to do on this Ford yet before I get this all buttoned up. And I'm like, the wheels don't want to stay on, and I lost a headlight. So I gotta rebuild them. Is the 2+2 build a long ways out yet? No, I don't think so, Shadies. I don't think so. I think it's coming pretty quick because once these New Hollands are done, and I got a Bueller project to finish up. I got two Bueller projects to finish up. Um, then it's kind of time to start rotating some more new stuff in that needs stripped out and kind of repainted and all that stuff, which that will get a full repaint. So it's probably on the list pretty quick here, I hope. Do you think you'll make any medium? I absolutely, Bo. I have an 8R in the works. I have a couple 8Rs in the works. Uh, They are. Let's see. I guess they're all stripped out and ready for paint. I have 30 series in the works, and I have some 8Rs in the works as well. And then once that new um, 8RX comes out, I'm gonna hit those pretty hard too. What's your favorite toy tractor you've ever made, Nathaniel? It is a Steiger KP 1400. Farm display got third. Nice, third's not bad. What's your favorite John Deere tractor ever made? How about a John Deere 8960 probably. I got you. It'd still be cool though if you did a display for Lafayette. The display contest works. You basically show you tell them in advance you're coming so they can find room for you. You show up on Saturday morning with your display. You're probably going to show up Friday night, really, but show up Saturday morning with your display. Set it up. Kind of stand by your display. You're going to tell the judges about it a little bit. A few hours later, they're going to hand out awards. You have a good time while you're doing it. That's basically how it goes. Would you sell files? I depends on what it is, Sawyer. I'd consider it. What's your website name? fortheloveoftractors.com, Clayton. Um, Lots of stuff. We got display stuff. I'm gonna be uploading quite a bit of display stuff in the next couple weeks. I've got I did quite a few test prints on some things, and so anyway, we're about ready for production on those. So kind of excited about that. I mean, if you want to try to print some buggy spreaders, go ahead. I don't care. Where can you get a good farm shop? Nate's Farm Toys. Rotten wood, flatbed, rust flat tires, typical Ford. Yeah, good call there, Tony. I think I see a 40/20 frame. You do see a 40/20 frame. So I still got to strip it off. These are kind of a pain in the butt to get apart, it turns out. So behind this shield, and I'm having a little trouble getting it off, is the rivet that I need to drill out. And anyway, I'm working on it. That's all I can tell you there. If you sell that truck, how much you think you would sell for? Oh, I have no idea. But maybe like 30, 35 bucks. I have a big hill on this new display in like 8 different pieces. So I'm going to hold it together with electrical tape. Okay. Do you have any more of those 92 Fords from Greenline? I do, Cody. Um, One, two, three. I think I have four left, it looks like. So if you're interested in one, let me know. I can get you one. Stuff should arrive on Wednesday. Okay. I'm shipping out a whole bunch of stuff tomorrow, and I hope I'm caught up shipping finally. It's been like I feel like I've been behind for 2 weeks shipping things, and so finally I'm ready. I'll be caught up, I hope. 40/20s that The barb in the front, they're a pain. That's kind of what I thought. It's kind of what I wondered. Yeah, these are huge pain. I'm almost debating on, but the stack doesn't want to come out clean. Like it's, I've got it split enough. I could honestly probably uh, JB weld it and uh, glazing putty it back together and make the seam filled. I don't know, but I'm gonna try to get it all the way apart. Make a crew cab Ford. That's kind of Tony Dixon's area. If you could design it, I mean, that's the hard part. Printing it probably wouldn't be too bad. I do have a blue Steiger in the works. Is that did you see that over here? Is that what we're commenting on? Working on a 9RX and an 8RT. I'm sure those are going to look awesome, Garrett. Um, I haven't done a full on Hector 8RX or a 9RX yet with the undercarriage, but I will for sure. I've done two of his 8RTs, which I think you've done. You were the first person I saw that did one, actually. Now that I think about it, that was at St. Louis, maybe last year or maybe the year before. But anyway, I've done a couple of those. What are the WFE rims on my bench? So they're off of one of those spec cast whites. I customized and I don't know. Now it's somewhere. I just dueled it up, made it look cool. I think. I'll show that to you one of these days if I ever remember to go dig it out. So we're putting shelves up and we're almost there. So soon a lot of this stuff is going to go away, and because I've got finished tractors just strewn across this place right now. So and I'll be able to start getting my collection back up, and it'll be good. Put some cheap stuff on your website. It's not already there. Yeah, I can try. It's not going to be today, but I'll try to this week. I split the casting on my 4020. Yeah, yeah. I want to split that casting too. I want to do it right. I'm gonna try to grind out the steps and all that stuff and put new steps or not steps, pedals, and put new pedals in and the rails and all that stuff. I want it to be a nice 4020. I bet that does look pretty mean, Cody. When I made my John Deere 4020 wide front, I first scratch built one and it looked wimpy, so I took the front off of a crappy 1980 Soundguard. That's not a bad idea. I will probably try, and I'll see how it looks. But CD Models kind of has a steerable front end. I'm not sure it's going to work 100% on this tractor, but I'm going to give it a try and at least see how it looks. And if not, I'll use it on something else. Yeah, Garrett, I kind of thought those 9RX kits looked quite a bit easier than the others. Okay, Everett, I'll check it out after we get done. The Corning, I've got to get some simple kits to put together, and I've got a few things in mind, but I just don't have them yet. But I mean, yeah, I'm not opposed to sending you a couple things to put together. Yeah, I thought these fenders would just wiggle off. Um, because I did something else on one of these, not one of these, but on a similar Ertl not too long ago. I want to get a couple 60/30s. You know, I did one 60/30 and I put the authentic wheels and stuff on there, but I want to get a couple and really go full on detail with them, make them look nice. I think that would be fun. How do you print and design decals? Well, good question. So what I do is I try to get a picture of the real one straight on. So like if I'm doing this not the toy, a real 4020, straight on. Then I import it into Photoshop, and you can size them. You need to measure your decal on the real tractor. Then you can size them appropriately, cut out the decal in Photoshop, put it into a new layer, get you some decal paper for your inkjet printer, print, and you're ready to roll. Yeah, Bo, I will do that. That'll be fun. A custom 164th R450 windrower. I'm not sure, Tim. Good question. Anybody got any ideas there? Because you're right, I haven't seen one of those either. So that's a good question. All right, I'm going to glue some wheels on here, and unfortunately, I have to glue these because this is fortunately the last of my two small rims. I mean, you can see it fits, but it's loose, so we obviously don't want that. But this is the last set of these, so I'm not too worried about it. And these tractors are staying here, so all the ones I sold have my good rims on there, and these are just gonna stay home with me. So because I need a couple New Hollands for a project. John Deere 3020. I like 3020s too. I'd like to do a 3020 just to go with my 4020. Brett, I hope you do. I hope you do customize. That's my whole goal, is to get guys into building and customizing, and we'll keep this hobby going forever that way. I hope. But that's why we're doing this, and hopefully I can make more how-to videos soon and do that. Don't want to screw mine up. Well, you know what? I've got a lifetime of screwing up tractors behind me. So yeah, you can watch me and go from there, because trust me, I've got a ton of mistakes over the years. I just realized where my Rotrack Case IHs are. Cool. Well, at least I know where they're at. That'll look good. All right. Do you do any older John Deere custom planters? I don't really do custom planters, to be honest with you. SpecCast has those really nice John Deere planters out, and I just kind of let them do their thing. Dave Hallman does some nice planters. If you want to check him out, he is, what is he? Heartland Customs is his name, his outfit. He's got a website. He does nice work. That tire actually fit a little more snug. These are all from Adam Sunken. These are all mini toy truck and tractor tires, in case you're wondering. I put that on backwards. No, okay, all right. Oh, thinking too much here. Yeah, corn. Lee, corn is done. Still got some soybeans to go. Didn't get any video from the farm this year. It's just been one of those years. You know where I can find a nice Deere 4440? Tom, I don't know. Ertl made a 4440 that was decent enough anyway. Wouldn't take a lot to make those pretty spiffy. But off the top of my head, I don't know anybody that's kind of like specializing in those. Do you have any New Holland T9s nearby? I bet I do. Oh, this guy. That'll work for you? He's dusty. That thing went to 2 shows with me, nobody even batted an eye at it. I would have bought that sucker in a heartbeat if if I were walking around looking at it. I don't know. That's fine. It can just stay with me forever. I don't care. I can put a cooler in there, for your long, hard days on the model farm. I didn't even do a realistic hitch because I'm kind of learning that most people want the Ertl hitch versus my hitch, so that's fine. But anyway, there you go. I like it. I think it looks awesome. Probably could use some weights up front, maybe. Oh, let's see. How many acres do we farm? I don't know. 1,500 ish, maybe around there. Depends on how high the river is. My grandpa had a 4450. Those are one of the best ever. The sunflower is so cool. I agree. There's something we could talk about, guys. How about that sunflower tillage tool? Can't even remember the number on it now. That SpecCast is bringing out. Holy crap! Is that the coolest tillage tool that has ever been produced by a toy maker? Time to put chore clothes on. Ooh. 100 acres of corn left, 800 acres of beans left out of 6,000. Well, you guys are doing pretty dang good. John Deere A. What would you even customize on a John Deere A? I don't know. I guess I could put levers and stuff on there. Farmall M too. I like Farmall M's. We've got someday. We've still got the original. Well, my uncle does. The first tractor my grandpa ever bought was a Farmall A, or Farmall M. Why did I say A? A Farmall M, and my grandpa traded 2 horses for it. And anyway, it needs restoration. It was used up until, I'm gonna say, 2000 roughly, maybe, but it's sat since then. And when I say used, I mean I'm using that term lightly. It's not like it was out doing tillage or anything, but um, you know, uh, auger stuff, things like that. Anyway, I'm gonna restore it someday. Andrew, I think that is on my website, but if not, I need to get it up there. I guess I think it is though. Yeah, might not hurt, Hummel. It may not hurt, or if you can use self-etching primer, that will help a lot too to keep that peeling from happening. I need a good weathered, realistic auger tractor. I could do something like that. So yeah, I mean, if you want like an M or an A, I'll come up with something weathered for you, for sure. I put like a couple like your throttle, your clutch lever, stuff like that, just to dress it up a little bit. Oh, I didn't move that. Center went over far enough, did I? Okay. Spacing looks pretty good on those. I'd rock it on my display. Twin Turbo, don't know if you've heard or not, there is no summer show in Dyersville this year. It is canceled because of the virus, unfortunately. So, nope, won't be there. I had definitely hoped to go. I wasn't going to set up, but I just wanted to go and hang out. I just wanted to go talk to my buddies and meet new people, things of that nature. But unfortunately, not going to happen now. So, next year. Yeah, the column and everything on those A's are all one piece, aren't they? They're like it's all casted as one piece. So you're right. A better column would make that tractor amazing. Start a small hobby farm. Hope you get to someday. I have some weathered John Deere 720s that I did for sale. John Deere 720s are awesome. One of my favorites. Pre-ordered a 164th 8RX. It's not the Prestige, but I'm using it to play. The next toy show, I'll try to get a detailed one. Yeah, absolutely, Gary. There's nothing wrong with getting the play version, that's for sure, especially if you're going to play with it. Might as well save yourself a little bit of money and go that way. So those tractors ought to be here pretty dang quick, I think. I don't know for sure yet, but I heard rumors that they were coming pretty quick. Just opened up phase one. I don't even know where we're at in Illinois. We're just hanging on is where we're at in Illinois as far as whatever phase we're in. We're just trying our best at this point. I get it. Like I definitely, I 100% support trying to keep people safe, but it's getting depressing. Oh, I cannot wait to get rid of these. Like I said, these I can't wait to use these up. These last of the old undersized rims. Missouri is opening up tomorrow. I heard that actually. I mean, we're 20 minutes from Missouri, so gotta help a little and design things that people request for you to build. If you can design, yeah, Hummel, you bet. We should talk. Shoot me a message on Instagram or Facebook or wherever. Was surprised the Midwest is behind the West Coast. Yeah, everything's a little slower here. I don't even like. I'll be honest. I don't even know. I mean, I'm no expert, so take this with a huge grain of sand. I don't even think we've seen the worst of it here yet in the Midwest. And if anybody was out and about this weekend, I'm kind of a little bit concerned about it, to be honest with you, because um, we had to run to the store and it was like a madhouse, and most people weren't wearing masks or anything. So I don't know, but and I think a lot of people are like not wearing a mask because they're trying to be all tough and stuff. But like, I'll be honest, I mean, there's no reason to be tough about this. Just protect your family, you know? It's my thoughts on it. Any tips on the new layouts? Have fun with it. That's the best. That's what it is. So NS, everything that's sold is shipping tomorrow morning. Um, yeah. So I mean, I'm sorry about the delay because it's been a couple of weeks. That's all there is to it. But yeah, everything is shipping tomorrow. I need to order a white 288 for the summer show soon. Me too, actually. Should make a John Deere 4010. I'd probably do a 4020, but I like the 4010s. Those are cool. I'd do a 4010 maybe with rocks or something. That'd be super sweet. Would a steerable front end on the John Deere A be possible? Absolutely, it would be possible. 700 new confirmed cases in the same region as Dyersville. Ouch, man, that's crazy. Need a Massey to win if you're taking it to a show. Hey Ryan, how's it going? It's going good here. I mean, it's kind of a long day, but I'm kind of feeling good now that I'm hanging out with you guys. Hope you're doing well. You know where I can get a Quonset? Yeah, Mini Tow Truck and Tractor will sell you a Quonset. Adam Sunken. If there's a national show, would you consider going? I would 100% consider going. The only tricky part is I really can't commit in advance because sometimes we're still harvesting during the national. But yeah, I definitely want to get up there this year in particular because I've got some ideas with some other guys to do something similar to what we did at St. Louis with the roundtable and stuff like that. And I want to try to implement that if we can. So we'll see. Yeah, Hummel, we need to talk about that for sure. Where do you get drill bits? I keep breaking mine trying to drill through. Yeah, good call. So I go through a bunch of them. So if you can get metal bits, like a lot of times the 1/64th bit or whatever it is. Here, let me just show you my set, or one of my sets anyway. sorry, 1/16 and 5/64. So I just got, it's a DeWalt set, and they're, it's specifically made for metal. It helps a bunch, in my opinion. Um, Other than that, to get the micro bits, you're gonna have to go online. You're gonna have to do like Amazon or Micromark or someplace like that, and you're just gonna break them. I mean, just buy a bunch because you're gonna break them. Thanks, Everett. I appreciate that. That's per Chris. What a big butt and a 16 rookie stage planner. It's unlikely it will be used on my display. I'm still planning on doing a stop motion. There's nothing wrong with having some farm equipment that you're not going to use on your display. That. Oh, cool. Well, I hope so, custom farmers. I hope we get to get together there. That would be fantastic. I'd love to see your display. Bo, I don't know. I don't know the insurance and legality of having someone your age come and help. Chucky's does have some good forest tires for sure. Yeah, I'm this 4020 is like always. It's going to be an always forever in progress project, I'm afraid. No, I'm going to try to knock it out pretty quick here. Where do I like to get my tractors? So I try my best to get my tractors from small dealers. So B&B Farm Toys would be my number one go-to. Great guys. That's where I get a lot of my stuff. That's where I've pre-ordered a case of those sunflowers and all my John Deere 8RXs from. Um, anyway, I've been dealing with them for a while. They're great. Cameron Farmer is awesome. Definitely check him out. Chad Weber is great. Like I said, I'm trying to support the guys that are kind of like me that are trying to make a go of it, and things like that. Now, of course, if those guys don't have what you want, you just go to Outback Toys. They're gonna have it. There's nothing wrong with Outback Toys. They're good people too. It's just they're kind of the juggernaut in the room, if you will. They're the big guy. They're almost like the Walmart of the farm toy world, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when I can, I like to support the small local guy for sure. Everett, I don't know. We'll see when all this craziness is over. Is a John Deere 2510 H applicator worth getting? So I think I did a video review on that. I like it. It's a solid I'm gonna call it a toy. I don't know that it's quite like collectible level, but it will look good on your shelf or on your display. If you want to customize it, there's potential there for sure. But yeah, I mean, I own it, and a lot of times what I do, if I get a toy that I review and I don't really want it or I don't care for it, I will sell it. Well, I still have that, so that tells you anything. I do like it. I think it's great. Look for carbide bits; they won't break. Good call, Kyle. Good call. Campbell's Supply or Fastenal. Okay, I got a Fastenal nearby. Check them out. Would I sell those white rims? Sure. Yeah. I can put them up on the website tonight. I don't know. They're going to be cheap. I mean, probably going to cost you more to ship them than they're going to cost to buy. But absolutely, I would. Also, bringing display to nationals. I would love to meet you. So, yeah, absolutely, Bo. Like I said, I just fingers crossed. With this virus, I mean, who knows? May not have nationals this year, but we hope for sure. And like I said, if there's any way I can get up there, I'm going to. I need a thing to 3D design these. And do you have anything you would like to send to see? Let me think for a second, Hummel, because yes is the answer to that. For sure. Let me think on that. I'll get back to you. But yes, definitely. There's a million things I want to see, and I'm just blanking out. Considering making a series of scratch built planters, 4, 8 row, and 15 row. I think that would be awesome, Kyle. I mean, seriously, I think that would be fantastic. I'd throw a 12 row in there. I think that would be popular as well. 8 row planters are seriously underrepresented in the farm tool world. I'll buy, well, I mean, I'm buying a bunch of 4 rows off of you, but I would totally buy some 8 rows too. I would probably buy an 8-row to put on the display from you. What's your favorite farm brand? So I'd say Steiger, a Brock. I think that's safe to say. I don't know, just always kind of like Steiger. They just look big and awesome to me. So can I PM you over Instagram? Yeah, please do. Yeah, PM me and I'll get you set up with those tires for sure. Do you have any Crustbuster drills available? I don't have any built. I have some kits, but what I'm doing is I'm kit bashing some Rockin' H kits. If you want Crustbuster, talk to Garrett Mock or Eric Hazelhorse at Rockin' H Farm Toys. I don't know. I'm throwing Garrett out there, but I thought I saw him building something at one point. So, anyway, like I said, I know Eric can hook you up with those. Buy a lot at fairs and some. Yeah, I mean, I get it ever. You know, you got to get it where you can get it. You got to get it. I'm trying to get another 4450 FFA edition, and if I do, oh, well, I always take tractors. What's up, William? How are you tonight? It might be a while. I totally understand, Kyle. Totally get it. Just you take your time and do your thing, and don't just whenever. No big deal. Do you have any Case IH Steiger with duals like a Authentics? I do, but I don't have it here. I don't think. I mean, I have it here, but it's not on a shelf yet. I will get one and show you though. As soon as I do, you'll see them for sure. Actually, I just did a video of maybe a month ago on my authentic Case IHs, so I might check those out. Yeah, yeah. Tony's got to have oddball stuff, Black Machine or Arts Way or something like that. I tell you what, Bo, I bet if you talk to the folks at the National, they would accommodate you guys setting up next to each other. They're pretty great people up there that run that show. So, I mean, I don't know for a fact, but like I said, they're good people. And I bet if you guys said you were buddies and wanted to set up next to each other, I'm betting they would. Some old Deutz planters to make a 6 or an 8-row. Maybe a green Deutz or a yellow Landau. I would love a yellow Landau. That would be so cool. Yeah, I have Hummel. How about a yellow Landau 8-row planter? That would be awesome. Where do I get my styrene? I usually get it from hobbylink.com is where I get most of my styrene. I try to get it from hobby shops and stuff like that, but I haven't been able to go to a hobby shop for a while because of the virus. So oh, hey Caden, it's coming along well, I would say is the answer. It might be in a box. I don't know for sure. It's coming along. Yeah, I mean, I totally get. I think and nobody's done a black machine planter that I'm aware of. I think that would be super cool. What do you recommend for a first print? Oh, good question. I don't know. Trying to think back to what my first print was. I think I printed some rims the first print I did actually. Okay, Hummel. I mean, give it a shot, and if it didn't work out, oh well. And what settings do you use? What settings and resin do you use? I use Elegoo Gray. Let me go get the bottle. I'll show you real quick. Yeah. So I use Elegoo Gray resin. I just get it from Amazon. And anyway, it tells you on the back of it, it tells you the recommended settings, and I just stick with those. They have worked fantastic for me. So when something works, don't change it. What's up, BB? I saw you were out cruising in a really scenic area today. I thought that was cool. What was that? Was that like Snake River Gorge? What was that? I don't even know. Kinsey 6-row from Spec Cast is kind of disappointing. Like, it's just lackluster. There's just no detail that, but I get it. I mean, I get why it's like that. Where can I find some realistic tractor hitches? Depends on, I guess it depends on what you're wanting. If you want John Deere, a newer John Deere, myself or Hector Matthews, depends on what you want to pay and what level of detail you want. If you want, I basically have John Deere covered as far as hitches go. I'm working on some Case IH stuff because I think it's really underrepresented, but it's going to take me quite a while to probably get there. Email is fortheloveoftractors@gmail.com. Yeah, fuel tank toolbox, something simple. That's a perfect thing to start with when you're printing. Columbia River Gorge. There you go. Okay, yeah, they look beautiful. I know that. Yeah, Bo, we can figure something out on that. I mean, like, I'm just, I don't have time to design like I'd like to. So like I had Kyle design some stuff for me. He did an awesome job. Um, so I'm always looking for options, and I know Kyle's busy, so I don't want to just like keep bugging him with requests. Even, although I'm probably going to soon. I've got another idea, but so I don't know, Hummel. It depends on how good of a job it is and how easy it is to put together. Um, if it looks nice and it's super easy to put together, yeah, I don't know. I, I would probably be more apt to want to pay you to buy the file from you versus buying kits and stuff from you. But that's not to say I wouldn't do that too. If I'm kind of flexible. Snake River is on the complete opposite side of the state. Okay, that makes more sense actually. Now that I think about it. Do you have Jacob Larson? I do not have one of his bi-directional versatiles. I want one though. Those are pretty cool. I saw one in person. It's nice. It's really nice. I am going to do more layout tutorials. You bet. Okay, cool. Yeah, hey Dane, I definitely am working on it. So, because I think we need some for sure. Okay, okay, Kyle. I'll shoot you over an idea later. I use a Anycubic Photon. I also have a Photon S, but I would definitely recommend just a Photon over the S. It just saves you a ton of money. Doing really well, Donnie. In fact, there are one, two, three, four, five, six, seven of them. Not all of them are repowers that are painted right now, or at least they're primed, waiting for the paint to dry. But they're detailed out and ready to roll, basically. So hope to be shooting paint on those real soon. When will you get is SpecCast supposed to make? Yeah, so SpecCast is making that sunflower field finisher, and it should be out. I think this month. I think it's coming out in May, and I should have them pretty quick. I mean, as soon as they hit America, I think I'll have them like probably within a few days of them coming out. So I totally understand that, Donnie. It's gonna look cool. You're gonna like it for sure. All right. Well, let's just mount. Oops, kind of messed that up. Let's just mount. Let's mount some tires up on this tractor. I had an axle around here somewhere. Oh, I got to see which axle this is first, though. I might have to drill those just a bit. Nope. I think we're good. I'm thinking soon I'm gonna have to order some more axle rod. I'm getting down to the nitty gritty here. I think I'm gonna use this smaller rod though. Any specific models? Yeah, Bo, I want a Kraus 30-foot disc. I've got the 50-foot. I don't even care if it's Kraus. I just want a nice, like 30 or 32-foot or even a 28-foot disc. That's what is one of the projects I've been wanting to do for a long time. In fact, I started on one a while back and I got frustrated with it and haven't done it since. But I have not built one of those white American tractors. I bought one, but I mean it's just plain. It was Spec Cats made them or Scale Models made those years ago. Yeah, I totally get it, Kyle. Um, shoot, I tell you what I could do, Kyle. I'll just shoot you a message about it. I'll shoot you a message when this is over. I got an idea uh, on how you can make a stop motion with that thing and not have to drop $100 on it. Yeah, $100 for the sunflower disc. If you want one, I can get them. I can sell them for like 95. But I kind of need to know in advance, and I kind of unfortunately need the money in advance on that. To because that's a big risk for me to order some of those and then sit on $100 sunflowers. I do think they're going to be pretty collectible. I can see them being really sparse in the next year or two. Just because we've never seen an implement like that before in 1/64 scale. So I just think there's potential there for that to be pretty collectible. Okay, my axle didn't hold. Is there going to be a video tomorrow? I hope so. I'm gonna try. I've got an idea for a couple. While I got you guys live here, I'm gonna throw this out there. What do you think about doing like? Would you guys be interested in tool reviews? Like the tools I use to make tractors. Obviously, I'm not gonna just do random tools, but I don't know. I just didn't know if there'd be any interest in that or not. But I think I might try one, and then we'll just see what happens. See if anybody likes it. Well, I tell you what, BB, those custom DCP trucks, they bring bank. So, um, yeah, it's possible. I'm not telling you to go do it because obviously that's a pretty big investment to go buy a couple of those. But yeah, definitely. Okay, Bo, no problem. I'm the same way. Like I honestly I won't remember what was said in this chat in 20 minutes. I'm just weird. My mind is just shot. I think the Greenlight are the best donor tractors on the market right now. I don't disagree. And if you need some of those Greenlight Fords, I got them on my website. I've got a bunch of them here. Do you know of any company that makes a Massey 4900? I do not. That would be a great tractor, though. I literally just ordered a hitch for my row crop. Cool. Thanks, Brock. I appreciate that. You'll like it. It's nice. I mean, it's not it's not like that Hector super like elite way detail, but it's nicely detailed. I put them on most of my tractors that I do as far as R series and RX series go. So hope you like it. You have to let me know what you think of it when you get it. For a second there, I thought I put those tires on backwards. Yes, a tool review would be awesome. Cool. A Kiwani disc would be super cool. Bought a set of tire pullers. There you go. Those on DCP, that's the way to go. You can knock DCP tires off in seconds with those. Did I print that truck? Nope. I printed the bed of the truck, but the front is a Greenlight Ford F-150, and I got a few of those left on my website if you're interested. That's a good call, Tony. Yeah. Can I show that truck? I can. Yeah, sure. Here it is. Bed's not attached yet, so I still got to do a little painting on the bed and stuff, and I got to fix the headlight up front because I broke it. But anyway, it's a nice truck. Even stock, these are nice trucks. I mean, they're orange stock. You know, when they come from Greenlight, they're nice though. Yeah, they should be the same, Kyle, for sure. I don't think there'd be any difference. What's up, Tay? Yeah, those 8 ends are nice too. Greenlight has done a really great job with those Fords. Like, I'm very impressed with them. I think I don't know, they're great tractors. They did a good job. I mean, that's something we've needed in 164 scale forever, and finally we got them. All right, here's another thinner piece of axle. We'll use it from the barn. What's up, Earl? I don't know. We've just been talking tractors. I got copyrighted. I don't know. Did you have music playing or something? That might get you. I always have to turn the TV off and everything when I do a live video because I think you'll get a copyright thing if you don't. It's silly, but it's the way it is. Do you think you can make floater tires? Yeah, I'm interested in some of those too, actually. So possibly. I guess I need to leave that on, huh? How much longer will the live stream be? I don't know. No more than a half hour. I still got some other stuff I got to do tonight. The Ford canopies are really weak. I could see that. I can see that for sure. I haven't done too much to those tractors except for I put some belly mowers on a couple, and they turned out pretty neat. They look good with a little mower on them. I'd like to do a sickle bar mower. I think that would be really cool for those tractors. Yeah, not quite where I want to be here. The Ford canopy. Okay, where am I missing? I'm planning to make a tandem tractor with them. Oh, that will be really cool. I always wanted to do a tandem, like a tandem John Deere 720 or something like that. I thought that would be super cool. I totally get you, Kyle. Yeah, I'll definitely show you some Dogtown here pretty quick. Um, the farmyard's a bit of a mess right now, but I've made progress on other places, so I think you guys will at least be somewhat interested in seeing, even though it's not super far along. Oh, I love me some Fords with triples. I tell you what. I sold the two I'd already built, so I had to build more for myself. All right, somewhere here is cab glass for those tractors. There it is. Where did you get the axle rod? That came from Hobby Lobby, Brock. Yeah, no big deal. If you missed a question, it's no big deal. Always happy to re-answer if I can. Do you know who makes it 160? Yeah, eBay. Daryl whatever. On Daryl's Sheds or Daryl's, yeah. He four barrel Daryl. I'm not sure what he is on eBay, but yeah, he makes them. Check out Matson's Miniatures. He's got a bunch. Nate at Nate's Farm Toys has some. Nate's are going to be higher quality. You're going to pay more for them too, though. So just be aware. Nate's makes all mine. So. Oh, I need my glasses on for the detail part of this. Oh, I don't know, Bo. Those Fords with the belly mower are pretty dang cheap. And yeah, I'll have to look up that Kiwani, but I think there's potential there for sure. I'm running out of the this version of these Ford bodies, and this is the first version I printed, and I didn't have the cab separated, or at least the interior separated, so it's harder to paint. What size rod? I think I'm using. I know I'm using. I'm using. Hang on, give me a second. I'll find it. Maybe. There we go. Uh, I'm using 1/16th rod for my tires. 3/32 works really well too, and a lot of the rims that you're going to get from guys like Chucky and Adam Sunken, people like that, they're going to use 3/32 rod. So just keep that in mind. So you might pick up 3/32. It's actually the more common size axle rod in the 164 scale world. So all right, that looks good. I'm really happy with that tractor. I got to paint the lights black. That's the whole point here. Yeah, 4 barrel Daryl there. I knew I'd get that right eventually. 240 for a custom shed. I don't doubt it one bit. Shops are expensive. All right, what I miss here? I'm working on some C&D models kits I got off eBay. Ah, yeah, terrible at soldering. Okay, thanks, Everett. Do I buy any models from Hobby Lobby? Sometimes. Um, yeah, I mean sometimes. That's the best answer there. You know, I mean, I don't know if you guys know or not, but if you go to Hobby Lobby, you can get on your phone and get a coupon for like 20% off one item. And so, you know, if they have a tractor or a truck or something I like or want to customize, I'll do that and use the coupon, get a little bit of a deal on it. That's always nice. All right, that puppy is about ready to seal up and finish. All right. Yeah, take 100-gallon gas tank for the back of your truck and a toolbox and oh, hey, thanks, Cody. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean so there's there's a couple level of shops. There's uh there's I need a shop for my farm, and I'll kind of maybe put some detail parts and things like that in it, and that'll be good enough. And then there's I want a custom shop for my farm. 40% coupon. I knew it was a percentage off. I think I'm thinking of Harbor Freight with the 20%. Uh, so yeah, I mean it just depends. It just depends on what you wanted to want to spend on a shop. But yeah, if you're gonna do like competition level shop, yeah, you're gonna be in the hundreds of dollars range. So I typically kind of avoid that. I try to do most of my own work if I can. Like I said, Nate built my shop basically, and then I'm trying to detail it out myself to save myself, several $100s. Yeah, so I mean that the Dogtown shop, that's pretty much spot on what that would be, I'd think retail. Tay has 84 subs. Growing growing like a weed. Yeah, see if we can get this cab glass to fit in here without breaking anything. Whoop, not gonna do it like that, are we? All right, do it this way. Best thing I ever did was 3D print cab glass. Literally the the best thing I've ever come up with. Oh man, 59 subs. We got to get you to 60 tonight. What color BSI is the solid glue, not the liquid? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I mean, I use gold and I use purple. It just, I don't know. I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but I make shops and sheds for cheap, and I think they're pretty good. Yeah, Bo, I think your shops. I think you sent me a picture. I think it looks pretty good. Now we'll get everybody's got to check out Pumpkin's animation. He does these stop motion videos. I love them. They're cool. So I use an Anycubic Photon. That's the printer I use. So here's the thing: like printing at home is like a double edged sword. It's great because if you can draw, chances are you can print it and you've got your own. Where it's tricky is there's a ton of cleanup to do on your prints, and that's where hiring out. If you're going to make multiple of something, that's where hiring it out is the way to go. So like for example, the toolboxes that I got up on the website a week or so ago. These guys. So I tested these at home. They turned out great, and so then I ordered a bunch from FactFox because there's no way I was going to clean up 50 toolboxes or whatever it was. What does it look like out of the bottle? It's like a clear gel is what it looks like. How did you lift that truck? I don't know if this is the right way, but I'll show you how. And then Tony can tell us how wrong I was. Um, so what I did is where the original axle is, I kind of ground that flat, and then I took a piece of styrene tube and I sort of ground one side of it kind of flat, and then I just glued it to the bottom, and then voila, you've got a lifted truck. Uh, looks like that sort of. Obviously, that's not seated on there particularly well, but anyway, that's how I do it. I want to get bigger tires for that. That's why I'm not in a big hurry to kind of button that truck up, finish painting on it, because I want to get some bigger tires for it. Yeah, Kyle, sometimes you just got to find what your thing is, and that'll allow you to kind of focus on it and do it well. So it's gel, yeah. Yeah, it's gel. I don't know, some blue is okay. Yeah, there is a liquid. There is definitely a liquid version of that for sure. Are you putting a versatile on Dogtown? Oh, I don't know yet, Earl. I don't know yet. Maybe. All right, guys. So I got like 10, 15 minutes left. So let's head over to Dogtown. What do you think? Let's check it out. So like I said, it's a bit of a mess over here at the shop right now. I've just been doing a ton of moving around and things like that. So um and then when I moved, I was doing some work on it and I bumped this real hard and some of my shop tools fell over. So I got to re-put those down, I guess. But here's what it looks like. Big shed's empty right now. It's gonna stay empty for now until I kind of decide the rest of the lineup. And there you go. Everett, I've got some Turbo Tigers for sure. Okay. Anyway, um, I got a text message and I had to read it real quick. Sorry, guys. Can I work on Dogtown tomorrow? I'm not going to tell you no because I might be able to. We'll see. We'll just have to see how it works. So what I'm waiting on. So here's obviously this field. I've got more trees that are going to go back here and around the side. So this is kind of going to get framed up by trees. Um, and then over here, we've got more field. There's going to be some grass in that lowland, so that's a waterway. And then where I put that Sculptamold, I'm waiting for that to dry so I can paint it. But that's going to be field up into the road back there, which will be, obviously road. And yeah, BB, that 4450 is actually going out to somebody. It was on the low boy earlier, but I was taking a picture of it. But yeah, it is. Later, Tay. Have a good one. You're uncomfortable with that Massey Challenger. I love it. It's one of my favorite customs I've ever done. I don't know. I just love it. It's great. Yeah, the C60s. If you want a grain truck C60, they're gone. I mean, they are just gone. If you want fertilizer or propane, I got some. Go to my website. I got some. Anyway, so I was laying Sculptamold here. So this is going to be rock here, and then we'll have trees back here. This is going to be just a little gravel road coming through, this little cut, I guess. You can see we're kind of working on placement of the barn. So the Massey gives me chills. It kind of does me too. There's gonna be a waterfall back there. I'm not sure how that's gonna work out. Like I'm skeptical because I've never done one before, but I want one on my display. So obviously then the stream's gonna come down through here, and then we're gonna have highway here. So this is going to be an older, smaller farm, kind of like a rundown farmstead. It's going to have weathered tractors, older tractors, etc., etc. So that's kind of what's going on there. So, yeah, Eric, that is Eric's 4430. So anyway, that's kind of the deal with Dogtown right now. Yeah, I will definitely do more edited videos on Dogtown. I'll have a lot of stuff going on as far as that goes, especially once it gets up and running. But I've got more how-to videos in the pipe. I've started recording some of those. Others will be, I've got to kind of finish the how-to parts of those or whatever. But yeah, as soon as I can, I will definitely be throwing up more Dogtown videos because that seems to be what everybody likes the most. So, which I don't blame them. I think, pretty cool. I obviously, like working on farm toy displays. I'm going to clean this up a little bit here. This goes to the shop. I'm getting more text messages. I mean, I'd be interested in seeing what you got for weather tractors for sure. Any unboxing? I do have an unboxing coming up real quick, actually. It is dark outside here, unfortunately. Day's just about over. Oh, I'm gonna have to check out his channel there, Corning. I don't know that I'm familiar with that, but I'll check it out. That sounds cool. All right. Well, yeah, unfortunately, kind of everything is closed right now. So here's my steel tank Deere. I mean, I showed a lot of you guys this before, but a lot of you may not have seen it. Steel tank conversion. It's a Hector kit. Pretty awesome. Playing street hockey. Oh my gosh, we used to do that all the time when I was a kid. It's so much fun. Dang, combine's dusty. Everything's dusty. So if I'd have known these Farm Show Edition, whatever 9620s were going to be so in demand, I wouldn't have customized this one. But they made 5,000 of them. Like, I find it hard to believe they're that rare, but they're not around. You have to get the 570 or whatever. Nice tandem axle C60 grain truck. I agree. That would be a really sweet grain truck. I would love to do that someday. Thanks, 9460R. It's definitely one of the favorites in my collection too. It just looks so cool. Yeah, we don't really have haboobs here in Illinois, but yes, that's exactly what happened. Anyway, I like that better. I mean, this is going on Dogtown Ag. When that ever happens, it's going to be a while, but I got a lot of work to do on this thing yet. So, but that's where that Massey's going, and who knows? It may make an appearance on Dogtown Farms doing some custom anhydrous or something, though. All right, guys. Well, I gotta go. It's late. I got stuff to do still, so I gotta box up one more thing I think yet to get out of here. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'll shoot you a message about the Massey sometime. But anyway, but all right, guys, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Have yourselves a great day. Happy tractor hunting.